say this week. Well, I say this week. We'll do it again next week, of course, on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, from 1 to 2 usually. We're a little late because we had some issues we had to take care of in the museum today. So sorry about that. All right, first thing I want to mention is, first I want to thank everyone for joining, all the new subscribers. I want to thank you for joining. You want to pull that up, of course. I want to thank you for joining in. We have got some more subscribers, so thank you for subscribing. We want to remind you to subscribe and to ring the bell and to hit the notifications. So whenever we go live, you guys can follow along. All right, so today I want to make sure we go over this. So yes, we are asking for donations. We are doing a capital campaign for Texas Children's Museum, so don't forget to make a donation, which can be made at Southside Bank in Cleveland, Texas, or here at Texas Children's Museum. You can always walk through the museum and you will see this through the museum, and it has a QR code right here. Hit that QR code and it will make a donation right into our building fund. We appreciate you guys so much for any donations and all donations that are received. Also, we want to remind you of the Cleveland Public Library. They do have they're taking part with our Summer of Seuss that you see here. Summer of Seuss is in full swing, so when you visit the Cleveland Public Library, you can get a free pass to get one of your children into the museum for free. They have a lot going on. They have a big calendar for June and July, so make sure you stop by the Cleveland Public Library. And don't forget that we also have our scavenger hunt through the museum. So you guys can bring your kids, get on the scavenger hunt. And your kids can do these scavenger hunts by going through and seeing all the Dr. Seuss books that are posted throughout the museum. Like the Places You'll Go, Horton Hatches an Egg, Hop and Popper, all through the museum. It spells out a secret message. When your kids do this secret message, guess what? They can go to the store and get a free prize. All right, so I think we've touched on everything I need to touch on for today. So I want to get all that out of the way. Get all the announcements, of course, that we make every single podcast to make sure you guys know what's going on. Today we're going to be talking about this right here. We are going to be talking about birthdays. So we have a lot of birthdays that happen here at Texas Children's Museum all the time. And so I want to talk about this. All right, so the reason I want to talk about this is I think it's important for everyone to know what's going on. Okay, so you can book a birthday party $25 that is a non-refundable deposit, and then that holds 2 tables for 1 hour, and then the rest of the time in the entire facility until we close our doors. Like today, we have a little girl, and she is having her birthday party here at Texas Children's Museum, and her birthday party started at 1 o'clock. She'll pick up the whole 2 tables from 1 to 2, and then they can stay till 6 p.m. if they wish. They don't have to leave right away. They can clean up from their party, and they can enjoy going through the museum and spending that time, just having a great time through the museum until 6 p.m. till our doors shut down, which is a great thing for them to be able to do. Everyone asks me about our times, and I've got them listed here, but I'm going to make sure I read them out to you. So it's 11 to 12, 12 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and 4 to 5.
Yeah, it's not exactly legible on camera.
Yeah, it's not legible on camera. There may be up to 3 parties going on at the same time that you have your child's birthday party. That's one other thing I want to make sure that you guys understand. We've had 3 parties at one time before going on. And so we just want to make sure you guys understand that there's more than 1 party at a time.
Yeah, no, that's testing time.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is party rules. So, like I said, you can stay till we close our doors at 6 p.m. That's not a big deal, not a big deal at all. No hanging decorations. Everyone's like, why no hanging decorations? Because we had our walls redone, so we don't want any hanging decorations. Yes, you can bring balloons. I had a lady get creative, and she made a cool noodle banner. It's really cool to put up. So, yeah. Yeah, so you can do that. No alcoholic beverages allowed in the museum or for a child's birthday party. Yes, I actually do have to say that.
We had 2 incidents with that, right?
Yeah, we had 2 incidents with that. So, yeah, no alcoholic beverages for a child's birthday party. That's a no-no, guys. That seems like it would be self-explanatory, but I'm just going to make sure to put that out there because apparently it's not self-explanatory. Okay, next. Yes, you can bring your own food and your own cake. That means that you can bring your cake, your food, your pizza if you want to, popsicles in your cooler. All food has to stay in the. Get her. Get her. Get her. Hang on. We are live, and there's lots of kids running to the museum. All food has to stay at the. Food has to stay at the table area. Sorry, I had to interrupt to make sure that we did that. Yeah. Yeah. So we just had to make sure that actually stays at the table because we don't want food across our carpets. Because I don't know about y'all, but we've had an issue with some ants coming in lately.
Oh, yeah.
Around where people have parties. I mean, I have sprayed, mopped. I mean, I have mopped every single night.
It was bad, I guess.
Yeah, and we're still having some ants coming in now and then. So I went ahead and had someone come out and they sprayed around the exterior of the museum. So hopefully, I haven't seen any since I've done that. So I'm hoping it stays that way. So that was not cheap to have done. Let me see what else. Like I said, all food must stay at the table. Okay, this is another thing. No tabletop grills. I mean, like tabletop grills, like you would barbecue with. You know, those little tabletop grills. You can't bring those inside. I actually had someone try to do that, and that's just a no, a hard no. Also, no electric skillets. No crock pots of any type. That's all no.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you already have a crock pot and it's like, you've already had a cookie in there, you want to bring it in, there's no place for you to plug in anything. So no crock pots, no electric skillets, none of that is allowed under any circumstances. Parents, you must stay with your children at all times. When you are in the museum, we ask, that is one rule I have asked over and over, is that you make sure that your children stay with you in the museum. It's just a great way to make sure that children, you know, don't run off and you get lost from them. We are 22,000 square feet of fun, and I have had people say, hey, I don't know where my kid is, somewhere in this building, and they have to go walk around. We find them and no problem, but it's better if you stay with your kids. Stay off your cell phones. That's another thing I've actually been posting is, if you're taking pictures of your kids in the museum, great, that's awesome. I have no problem with that. You know, actually, we have a thing that if you tag us on Facebook, if you tag Texas Children's Museum, then guess what happens? You can go over to the store and again, get your kids a prize because you tag Texas Children's Museum with a photo of your kids in the museum enjoying it. So I ask that, that's okay. But I'm talking about on your cell phone, talking to other people, texting other people, not paying attention to what your kids are doing. We want you to be able to enjoy your kids, play with your kids, have a great time with your kids in the museum. That is one thing that we want you to do. Your kids are only little ones, and it's over in the blink of an eye. I have 4 children, and they're all adults now, and let me tell you.
Yeah, one of them's sitting right here.
Yeah, one of them's sitting right beside me. It flies. It absolutely flies by. And it's over. I mean, it seems like in a blink of an eye. So make sure that you take those moments, because they're only little ones. Enjoy spending time with them. Enjoy playing with them, watching them play with the little goldfish pond, or like acting like they're fishing, or getting on the golf cart and acting like they're driving, or in the kitchen room pretending they're cooking. Those go away. You know, they say by age 11, kids no longer play with toys. So think about that. You have from basically 1 to 11, and it's over. So please enjoy that time with your child. Do not take that time for granted. Make sure that you just cherish it when it's over. Now I've got 3 grandkids, and I'm enjoying spoiling them and loving on them and watching them play in the museum. So it has really changed, and I will not take that for granted. I keep telling their parents, you know, you got to think of it this way. And my daughter didn't even think it this way. When her child turned 1, I said, okay, you have 18 summers. You turned 2, I said, you have 17 summers. When my grandson turned 3, I said, you have 16 summers left. That's how you need to think about it, is by summers. So if you think by summers, your kids grow up quicker than you think they do. So yeah, and that's till graduation, till they're 18 years old. All right, so Zach has joined us. All right, so my sons were talking about birthday parties, and we were thinking back to when we used to do birthday parties. And what I mean by we used to do birthday parties, I used to decorate them for moms. They would give me the theme, and they would come into the museum, and everything was already done for them. from the plates, napkins, tabletop decorations, banners, everything. And for a while, one of the most popular birthday parties, I don't know if you guys remember the movie, I'm sure you do, Frozen. Frozen was a huge, popular Disney movie
When it
that
came out for
I
the first 2
believe
years.
it was like a went viral movie.
Yeah.
And for the first 2 years, I must have done over 50 to 60 Frozen birthday parties. And so I would reuse those decorations and have to replace decorations because some of them would get broken or damaged. You had to replace them. I couldn't believe how many snowflakes, pretend snow, that I put across the table.
Yeah.
It was paper snowflakes that we hung from the ceiling.
There was also the projector we ran with the movie
Yeah, we
during
ran
the
a
party.
projector. Yeah, that we ran with the movie before the party.
And we had to hear every song thousands and thousands of times.
We did. We heard songs over and over and over. We got to where we knew these songs by heart. It became a little annoying. But now my granddaughter has, guess what, discovered Frozen. And so we are back at square one.
You're going to hear Want to Build a Snowman every day.
Want to build a snowman every day there for like 7 or 8 days in a
Reawoken
row.
PTSD.
It is a real thing, guys.
There's also the fact that we used to actually have a deal with CC's. We used to be right next to them back in Joshua, actually.
Yeah, we did. We had a deal with, was it CC's?
It was
CC's Pizza, yeah.
Okay. CC's Pizza, yeah, it was in Joshua, and we would go next door. Yeah, that is CC's. We would go next door, it's like CC's to go, and we had to deal with them for pizza. Excuse me. And we would go get the pizzas, bring them next door, and yeah, it was a constant. And so we got really burnt out because families just constantly, and they'd give us an extra pizza for our family. I love CC's, but man, after a while you're like,
I think Papa John's is better.
You think Papa John's is better?
Yeah, or Pizza Hut.
I mean, it's not hard to outrank CC's most of the time unless you're looking for like very normal pizza. It's a very like average pizza. Not looking for anything good on it.
And going to CC's now as much as going to Papa John's.
Oh no, it's happening again. Yeah, pretty much. It's about the same cost now.
I would rather go to Papa John's over CC's. If Papa John's had a buffet, I would promote that.
I know you would.
We're gonna have to have a stream about pizza places. Just like it's not even gonna be about the museum at this
Pizza
point.
Hut's supposedly bringing
places.
their buffet back. I heard.
Yeah, I heard the same thing. I heard they're coming back with it. We discussed that yesterday. We believe they're coming back with it. Yeah, they've got pizza in there now, and I think it's from CC's.
No.
No, it's Little Caesars. Little Caesars.
Is it Little Caesars?
Little
Oh, it's Little
That's all
Caesars pizza. I'm sorry.
Well, they
Got
did
the
bring
orange-
their
orange
macaroni
box.
pizza back at CC's.
That's not a bad thing.
I mean, I'm not crazy about it. Some people like
I think it depends on your taste. It just depends on
We
your
did
taste.
actually continue doing the parties and decorating them ourselves.
We did.
Up until I think 2019ish.
Yeah, 2019, right in 2020 when all that 2020 happened. We stopped doing parties, of course, everyone was shut down. And then when we reopened our doors, when we're allowed to reopen, because we're indoor children's museum, we just stopped. We're like, you know what we're going to do? We met with our board because we're spending so much on decorations and everything. So what we decided to do was...
Party City's gone. They went out of business.
Yeah, Party Cities is gone. They're out of business, so we can no longer get like decorations just right there. You have to order them in advance from Amazon or wherever you're going to order them from. Go to Walmart, and Walmart only has specific things you can decorate for. So, yeah, so we decided that what we would do was just do a $25 deposit, and then kids could, decide what their own party was and what they would do, and bring in their own themes.
No, there.
And moms seem to enjoy that a lot, where they can decorate their own tables, their own stuff, put up their own, So it just made it a lot easier on us, and a lot easier for the parents. They like the fact that it's only $25 deposit, and that it's, $12 a child. And they can either choose to, like the mother today, she chose to pay for every child that was invited to the Delta room. So she's like, I'm going to cover all the kids today at this party. I do have some people that are like, I'm not paying for everyone. I'm going to
Yeah.
pay for just the kids that I invited. Here is the list. After that, I'm not paying for siblings or cousins or nieces or nephews. Just tell the parents they're going to pay for their other kids that they brought into the party. So
Yeah.
everybody seems to be good with that. I tell them like this: make sure that you put that on your invitation. Make sure that you do that, because if you put it on your invitation, then people are not confused when they come to the party. I had a party a couple of months ago where they actually paid for themselves. Everybody paid for themselves to get in the museum, and they were okay with that too. It was a simple party. She had it outside. That way she didn't have to worry about the $25 deposit, just the entry fees. And they didn't want, because her kids, she was afraid every time they're in here, she says, they won't sit at the table very long. And so she made them sit outside, which I don't care. There's picnic tables outside, and those picnic tables are absolutely, you can do that for a free party. What I mean by
Oh,
free
yeah,
is the
absolutely.
party portion you have outside. And if it's nice enough out there, I don't see a reason why you can't do that. And she did. She took up like 3 tables outside, 3 picnic tables, had everyone sit out there, the dumpsters right in front. She was able to have her cake, her ice cream, and she bought like popsicles and stuff like that. And she sat outside with her kids, and they had a great party. And then when they were all done, she made them wash their hands, and then everybody came in to enjoy playing in the museum. And she made sure before they left, they went out to her car, and she popped her trunk and gave them all their goodie bags outside as they were leaving, so they wouldn't be spread out through the museum.
Yeah.
Because she had parties with us in the past, and some kids went home without goodie bags because they left them behind. So she's like, this time they're going to come out to the car, I'm going to hand them to them as they leave and get in their car, and Dad can stay in with the kids. I'm sorry.
Careful.
Dad can stay in with the kids. So it worked out really well for her. So these are some just party ideas that I can give to you. I do know that we're the cheapest in the state when it comes to birthday parties. You're going to hear people talking right now. You're going to hear children playing behind us. I do not, I keep it open. I keep the door open when we're doing this because I want you guys to see that this is live and that this is real. And just want to thank YouTube for just giving the idea. They actually sent me a message one time about, doing YouTube streams. And I thought that, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
So, thank you, YouTube, for doing that. So, I hope everybody enjoys these little time that we have to talk about Texas Children's Museum and what we're doing and what's going on. If you're a local business, I wanted to bring this up today, too. If you're a local business or if you're a business that's in Texas and you want to give to our capital campaign, remember that it is a tax deduction. It is tax deductible. So you're going to get that tax form back, and you can take it off your taxes, of course, at the end of the year. So please make sure if you want to make that donation, that you reach out to us at texaschildrensmuseum.org. You can do that. Bless you. Or you can email us at texaschildrensmuseum@gmail.com. That was texaschildrensmuseum@gmail.com. Or, like I said, you can look on our website, texaschildrensmuseum.org. And you'll be able to make sure that you can get that donation to us, and it will be utilized. Right now, we're not touching our capital campaign funds. We have a frozen bank account that we froze on purpose that is separate from the Texas Children's Museum bank account. It's for Texas Children's Museum, but it's frozen right now so we can reach our goal. And so that all that money goes in there until the goal is met. So if you are a business, again, who is in Texas and you would like to give to us, you can do so that way. And again, tax-deductible donation. We are also, I have more news coming soon. We are going to be doing a dinner. And it's going to be...
look, there's Safira.
It's going to be a dinner for the museum. Do you want to come and say hi to everybody online? You want to come say hello? You want to come say hello? Come on.
Here she comes. Here comes Safira.
Back up a little bit. Oh, I can't. All right. All right. So, guys, this is Miss Safira. Can you say hi, people? Can you say hi? Can you wave hi? Can you wave? Everybody can see you. Can you wave?
It's probably easier if I
There we go. There's Safira. See, everybody can see you. There you are. You see yourself? Can you say hi? onions, guys. Anyway, yeah, we're going to be having a dinner. It's going to be taking place at the Cleveland Civic Center, and all businesses and donors will be invited to that dinner. And it is to raise funds for Texas Children's Museum. And we're going to have a lot of news coming out about that very, very soon. So I want to make sure that you just know everything that's going on here at Texas Children's Museum. So, yeah, I think that's about it. I can't think of anything else. We all.
I actually do have something else to bring about the parties.
What's that?
So we actually had another reason for stopping them, and that was because of a small incident with a vault that we could not open.
Oh, man, yeah. We actually have a vault in the museum here at Texas Children's Museum. I don't know whether you guys know this or not, but Texas Children's Museum is actually an old bank building, and we were blessed by the family who had owned this building to let us have it, to rent it at a reasonable price to keep Johnson County to be able to have a Children's Museum here. And one of the vaults locked down and has all the party supplies in it to this day.
Yeah.
You can't open it, can't get into it. It just, one day we went past it and it went click, 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 and that's it. Never could get in again. So it's really weird. Oh yeah, I want to tell y'all. Forgot about this. We are adding older kids areas to the museum. So there are going to be some areas that are going to be going away.
Retired.
No, they're going to retire. We call it retiring the areas because we don't see a great use of those areas. We don't see kids playing in those areas like they should. And if we don't see a utilization, then we retire those areas and bring in something new. And that happens a lot around here. So we're going to be taking the cowboy area, and we're going to be putting that over to the campground. So you'll have the horse over there, the sticks over there, and we're going to have an older kid area coming into there. So you're going to have air hockey coming in. You're going to have, there's already foosball tables over there. And then where the dinosaur room was, we're going to take it down in the fall, or before fall is my hope. And we're going to get it painted. And okay, you going? All right, bye-bye, boo-boo. We're going to we're going to change that into an area for older kids. And I have an idea already of what I'm going to be doing with that. So I want to make sure that you guys stay with us and keep watching, because we've heard moms and dads say, you know, once they get past the 10-year-old limit, 11 years old and up, we need something for the older kids. So we're developing those areas. But again, kids have to understand, adults need to understand, that we're all about hands-on learning, hands-on fun, and using your brain. So there will not be electronic devices in Texas Children's Museum. So that's why we're going to do foosball tables, air hockey tables.
Save for the eventual connect.
Yeah.
That's kind of an exception.
Yeah. So we want the kids to be able to think and process and thought of what they're doing, and you know, it will really help them later in life. So no screens here, no screens. The only screen I have is in the STEM area, and that's to talk about engineering. It goes over engineering and how engineering is done.
Well,
and
a lot of different sciences, actually.
Yeah, there's a lot of different sciences at play in there when they're in their building. So they can think about how they're building, how they're designing, whether it's the Tinker Toys, the Lincoln Logs, a lot of different blocks. Whatever they're doing, they can really put some thought into how they're designing their stuff. Same thing with the art studio. I haven't got anything in there that's running at all. I might eventually get something. Been thinking about that a lot. So we'll see. I've got some thoughts on that too. So we'll see about that. Let me see. So yeah, I just want to develop an older kids area. So you're going to be watching for the dinosaur room will come down, and we're not seeing a lot of utilization of the dinosaur room. But I will tell you that the dinosaur, as far as the buildable dinosaurs, will go into the STEM area. So I'm going to discontinue what I do.
They'll be added to STEM rotation.
Yes, they'll be added to what we call the STEM rotation. What does that mean? We have thousands of blocks of different types, and what we do every year is we go through and we're like, okay, we're going to keep this out, but we're going to put this away, and we're going to bring out something new and put it in there. And kids notice. I will tell you, the ones who notice are the children, because they'll come to me and go, oh, this was here, but it's no longer here. I'm like, yeah. Now the ones that we see that are always out there, and if you see them always there, it's because those are the ones that kids always use and always gravitate towards.
Yeah.
Like Lego, Connect,
Definitely.
Lincoln Logs. Lincoln Logs stay out. Yeah. Now the Lincoln Logs stay out because we have teachers who use those for Texas history, and so those we've been asked to keep out. And so I don't mind at all keeping those out for our teachers who have graciously asked me to do so. So those stay out. They're always on the side. And when they come in with the busload of kits, they will sit there and discuss Texas history and log cabins and things like that. And then it's a great way to do that for them. And it's very enjoyable for them. So I'm not going to take that area away because parents and children and teachers, they love those. So I'll keep those out. Tinker Toys. Tinker Toys 90% of the time stay out year round. The reason those stay out is because they not only kids gravitate towards it, but parents gravitate towards those. Parents tell their kids, hey, I used to play with these and when I was a kid, and they will actually enjoy them. The funny thing is now we have Toy Story 5 coming out soon.
Oh, yeah.
And I will go see that movie.
I still gotta watch 4.
You hadn't watched 4 yet?
No, I haven't had time to watch it.
That's really good.
You still have that mispackaged Toy Story toy where it's packaged upside down.
Yeah, my son got a Toy Story car. It's a car, right?
It's a little remote control
It's a little remote control car. He never opened it from when he was a child, and he wanted to keep it in the package, and it is still in there. And the car was actually upside down, packaged that way. And so he's like, ooh, I'm keeping it just this way. I'm never going to open it. So he still has it from the very first Toy Story adventure. So still have that. I'm sure it's going to be worth some money one day.
It probably already is.
It's going to end up like Toy Story 2, I swear.
What do you mean?
You don't remember Toy Story 2? You had like the chicken guy with the Willy in the box and all that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's true. That's true. So, yeah, he still has that to this day. All right.
Probably have like over 200 Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
From late 90s, early 2000s.
And we do have a Hot Wheels area. We have a Hot Wheels area.
We do also have
Oh, that's another thing I wanted to bring up today. I wanted to bring up today that I had a parent ask me this week, and I'm like, that's my bad. I should be announcing this more. Our areas through the museum. We have the sandbox, and so if you guys want to donate sand toys, you can do so. Barbie room, you can donate Barbies and Barbie toys. If you want to donate to the STEM room, any kind of blocks or things you have, you can do that. Yes, you will get a form if you want a tax deduction. Then we will put a worth on it and look up how much that kit is worth. And you can get a tax deductible donation back to you. And I have a lot of parents every year before Christmas. I have this one little boy every year without fail who comes into the museum and brings me his old Hot Wheels. And I mean, he probably brings about 50 or 60 along with some kits that he got so he can get new ones for Christmas. And he does this every year. So that's something to think about for your kids. If you want your kids to learn about donating, this is a great way to teach them the power of donation. And he was like, I don't mind because I know I can play with them again when I'm here. Same thing with the kitchen area. The play food, the play plates.
Please don't donate.
Yeah, do not donate any more food for a while. We are set on food. The thing that
What do you mean donate food?
The pretend food.
The pretend
Oh,
food.
Yeah,
pretend
we're
food. I thought
full.
you meant real food.
We are full on pretend food. But we're talking about what we really need in there is like the cereal boxes, bigger ones, things like that. Yeah, and plates, cups.
Please.
And they have to be plastic.
Yeah.
Okay, no glass.
No
please.
cardboard.
No cardboard.
Just rip that
Has
up.
to be hard plastic.
Hard plastic or wood.
Yeah, hard plastic or wood.
Yeah.
We've had moms who've donated. Went to like Dollar Tree, got like wooden spoons and stuff to use. I don't have a problem with that. Also, over in the veterinarian hospital, That's an area where we always need. Right now, I've had parents ask me, what do we need in the veterinary hospital? We don't know where all of our birds went. We had some stuffed birds, and they're gone. We're down to one tiny owl. So
Yeah.
I think some of our birds walked out the door. So we need some stuffed birds.
It is probably one of the most stolen from places in the museum besides when we first launched the costume area.
Yeah. Yeah, our costume area, we've had some items walk out the door, and we've had to replace.
You've caught a woman stuffing it in her purse.
We did.
She ran out pretty quick.
Yeah, we've had that happen. So we just ask that you remember everything we have here is donated by either a business, a person. So please make sure that you don't take anything from those areas, please. Now, I will tell you that
Actually, we do have one more thing I want to bring up. There's an entire electric piano missing from the music area.
Yeah, we don't know.
What? How did someone get that
out
out here?
We don't know. We have
I
a
don't
whole
know.
electric piano missing. Yeah, we have that missing. But I will tell you,
How
don't
did they?
know.
How would they
I
get
don't
it past
No,
you?
we're still trying to figure that one out.
What kind of purse do they have? Is it a black hole?
I don't know. Something my mom's probably.
Maybe it's Mary Poppins.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe it's a Mary Poppins purse.
No, what I was going to say was that's why people have asked us in our costume area, how come nothing really matches? We did that on purpose. So there's no like cool costume out there. Like you'll get like a 50s jacket, and of course you have necklaces, bracelets, and all that good stuff. All kinds of accessories. You'll have some dresses to dress up in. They got me going. Stop. You have some dresses to dress up in. Yeah. So that's what we do. We make sure there's no like big matching sets anymore because of that. And it really has stopped since we've done that. So
It's slowed down.
it's slowed down so dramatically. So that's what we're going to continue to do. We're going to make sure that we just keep out costumes that are, mismatched. It works a lot better. So that will keep going. All right. So the tent will be coming down in the campground area. That's coming down soon as we move things around when we get the air hockey table. So as we get things in, we revamp. You're going to see things change. Just like the ceiling, we have already got the STEM room ceilings redone. They are all been sealed with a radiant barrier, and that is going to continue through the entire building. So slowly, you're going to see all of the rooms change to silver ceilings. Like the one that's in the puppet theater room, that is a radiant barrier ceiling, and it's great, and it stays nice in there. So that will continue throughout. So we're going to keep going with that, and it will eventually go through the entire museum as we can afford to do so. So let me make that.
So you're doing it little by little.
Little by little as we can
And
afford.
this stuff is expensive. It's like $100 a roll.
Yeah, it's not cheap. It's not cheap at all. So again, any donations are totally. We love donations. It really does help us. Another area you can donate to, of course, is the the puppet theater room. If you see any hand puppets when you're out, and you want to donate a puppet, we have no problems with that. Books. They have to be child books, like kids' books. Cannot be cookbooks, adult books.
You cannot put anything from Stephen King in the library. Please
Yeah.
do not.
Yeah, we had a donation of Stephen King books.
I did not know about that.
Okay.
When did that happen?
Those are not for children. Let's make that
No,
abundantly
we were
clear.
donations a while back.
Yeah. So what we did is we took those and gave them to another nonprofit who gives to the community of Johnson County. So those got donated to them. They took them with no problem.
I'm really happy about that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like sometimes in the morning when I come down, I will find donations out front, and they'll be like sheets, blankets, coats, shoes. We don't take any of that. We appreciate you thinking of us, but we don't take any of that. So I found another nonprofit that I actually take that stuff to, and he gives away blankets and sheets, and there's no, you don't have to sign anything or do anything. If you guys have not stopped by his place, he is down on 174.
You're talking about John T.
John T. He has a nonprofit that sits on 174, and it goes back to families in need. So you can go down there, and he is a great nonprofit.
It goes all
as well.
over the place. It goes to estate sales.
Yeah, and gets all the leftovers, and they give it to him.
All kinds
No
of stuff.
cost. And when you buy from him, I mean, it's like a dollar store for cups and plates and bowls and
Vintage bowls,
vintage
bowls,
and
records.
he gives away a
Oh
lot
yeah,
of
I
clothing
got
and stuff.
TV from there. It's nice old TV.
I mean, that,
It
Yeah.
still works.
he's had furniture, barbecue grills, all kinds
Yeah,
of
All
stuff.
kinds of stuff. So stop by John
It's also
Schultz
what you
down
does it
there.
actually make sure it works.
Yeah,
Probably
it's
not barbecue grills, but
Yeah, it's a youth
Yeah.
ministry. It's for youth and for kids and for families. So visit him when you're down here in Rio Vista, Texas. He is on 174. He's way before Texas Children's on the right-hand side. And you can't miss his property. He has giant
Fences up.
fences up now,
Yeah.
all the way across.
yeah.
So when he's open, he's open. He's open most of the days. So yeah, make sure you stop by his place and see what he's got going on. It's a great place to find things that you need for your household. And all the money goes to a great, great need. All right, other areas you can donate in the museum. Let me see. Let me think. Epic Battle Room. Epic Battle Room. You can give to the Epic Battle Room. What does that mean? That means if your kids have outgrown their old army men, the old like fireman stuff, castles, play stuff. We call it the Epic Battle Room because there's everything in there from a castle with a moat to army men, all that good stuff. So yeah, donate in there. Bring those toys in for us to put in that room. Railroad area. We have a railroad area that is actually, you have to ask your, hang on guys, if you guys want to be on YouTube, you ask your parents. So, sorry, I had some kids go by, they were like, oh, YouTube, I want to do it. So, yeah.
You have to sign a waiver too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have a
we
waiver
sent
to the
for
side.
it.
It's like, get your parents' permission, don't just come in here. So, yeah, you can donate to the Epic Battle Room. That's a great place to donate to. Railroad area, I was talking about that. That is a wooden railroad area. So we're talking about like wooden train sets, wooden tracks.
Mostly when there are some plastic parts in it.
Yeah, but mostly it's wood. So Thomas the Tank Engine, we have a lot of those.
I think a portion of that was from my old donation actually.
Yeah, and we've gotten a lot though from parents. So if you want to donate to that, we're always changing out, and we do keep extra tracks, wooden tracks in the back. So as these break down, we replace them. And so yeah, if you want to donate to the railroad area, you can do so. Another area in the museum you can donate to always is the art studio, the art room.
Yeah.
We're always looking for paintbrushes. Small paintbrushes are, brand new. We're asking for brand new paintbrushes. Our paintbrushes you've never opened or used. I'm not talking about like you paint a house, like for kids to be able to get that dexterity and be able to paint. So yeah, we're asking for those paintbrushes. Beads. Remember, they cannot be like real small beads. We want beads big enough for kids to put through an actual fishing line and make their own necklaces and bracelets. So donate the old beads if you have any. We're always looking for that. Paper. Paper is another thing you can donate, whether it's notebook paper, construction paper. It doesn't matter. We can use those in that room in there with no problem. So if you want to donate construction paper, I will take it gladly. Pencils, map colors, that kind of thing. We do have a cartooning area, so that kind of thing is appreciated. And like I can't stress enough, paper, 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 paper. We always need paper. Reams of paper also. We have people who donate reams of paper. We need legal size. Legal size is what we ask for our painting area. So if you want to donate legal paper, I do not have a problem with that. We would love donations of legal paper.
Specifically, not legal papers.
Yeah, not legal papers, legal paper, legal size. So get those legal size of paper into Texas Children's Museum. What else can you donate to? Let me think. Necklaces. You can donate for the dress-up area. Necklaces are always breaking. That's a thing that has to be always changed
Remember,
out
some
all
kids
the time.
buried them in the sandbox.
Oh, man. Please do not do that.
New archaeology exhibit.
Yeah,
Buried treasure.
I had to actually go in and clean those. It was a mess. It took days for them to dry. And so, yeah, don't do that. Please don't do that. Musical instruments. Music room. Yes, always. If you have like the little, what are those called? What are those called? Little things that you hit with the little hammer.
Xylophone?
Xylophone. Thank you. Escape my brain for a minute. Xylophones. Sorry, guys. If you have any xylophones or kids' xylophones, we always use those. Also, the little pianos are like have 4 or 5 little notes. Always those. Rainmakers. Just musical instruments, maracas, drums, anything like that you want to donate to the music room. Awesome. We take it all the time. Please
Yep.
do not send us pianos. I'm talking about church size, all the time, pianos
You had
and
someone
organs.
that
Don't do that.
you
We
have
don't
someone
want
bring you an
them.
automatic piano or
Yeah, it didn't
automatic
work. It did not work.
Yeah, no,
You
So-
should have said no.
Yeah, I'm going to say no right now to all pianos and organs that are big
Yo,
and
yeah,
bulky.
So you can pull that old one out.
Yeah, we
What
don't
happened to the
want
one? You
them.
just give it
Do not-
away?
No, we got rid of it. Do not give it to us. We do not want it. Do not bring it at all. You can bring like keyboards. Keyboards are great. We
Oh,
can
that's
set
in the
those
vault.
up. We have no problem with that. So yeah, bring to the music room. What else? The light room. Everyone asked about the light room. Yes.
I don't really think you can go into the light room or
More magnetic tiles. We have magnetic tiles in there. So if you want to donate magnetic tiles, I have no problem with that. Veterinary hospital, like I said, we're missing our birds, and there was another animal that we're looking for too. Tortoises, of course, stuffed tortoises. We're looking for that, stuffed animal tortoises or turtles. Fish. We're looking for stuffed fish. You know, stuffed animal fishes. I think that's about it. I mean, the rest of it is like stethoscopes. Oh, if you have any stethoscopes, any nurses out there, stethoscopes, and you guys. What?
Stethoscope, not stethoscope.
Stethoscopes.
What's a
How do you say it?
stethoscope?
I don't know. Anyway, you want to donate those to Texas Children's. I have some nurses who, they quit nursing and they'll bring them in. We use those all the time for kids to pretend with.
They retire.
They retire and they run out and they get broken at one point. So we're always having to replace those. So that's always appreciated. I think is that everything?
That's all. You covered every room.
I think I covered every room, right?
About the train area.
I
You-
did. I
you
covered
did,
the train
you did.
area. Did that. The center area. Art room.
There's one across from us that we're gonna talk about.
The Barbie room. Oh, yeah. Please donate Barbie dolls. We always can use Barbie dolls. That is a big one.
Oh, one kid popped the head off a Barbie doll. It was headless.
Yeah, right now. Hey, the head's back. Sounds bad, doesn't it? But the head went missing.
What?
So the head's back. Look, the head's back.
I guess they probably found it.
They probably found it. We've been looking for it for days.
Did some Barbie surgery.
Yeah, I did some Barbie surgery. Donate to the Barbie area Barbies. That's what we need more than anything is Barbie dolls and Barbie clothing. So yeah, I had someone donate a Barbie house that's from 1980. I am not putting
And then
that
you got
out.
one from the 70s or
Yep,
60s.
the
It's worth a lot of money.
It's worth a lot of money. I'm not putting it out. I'm going
It's
to make
the
that.
original bus.
I'm going to make that part of the actual auction. That we're going to have a silent auction when we do our dinner. So businesses out there, if you are into the old Barbie vintage stuff, I have some things that we're donating that are very, very vintage. So those things will go up for auction in the state that they're in, and these things look like they came out of the box. So I want to make sure I actually get those big accessories away from us and into the hands of people that want the newer collectors. Because I think this would be sold very well. I think that's every room I can think of.
That's literally every room.
Literally every room, yeah. So that's.
I'd say the blocks don't really need any more donations. They're pretty settled.
No, we need some more. We need some
Sure.
new stuff that's just coming. Oh, you're talking about those?
Yeah, those blocks.
Oh, waffle blocks. No, I could use some more waffle blocks.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. If you guys see any more large waffle blocks and you want to donate some, I'm all up for some more of those. Because we can really use some more.
Yeah.
I do have a soft block area. So if your kids have gotten older and they have those soft blocks, and you want to donate them for the under 3 years old, because that is a 1 to 3 year old area. And if you want to donate some soft blocks, I have no qualms about that either. Donate those soft blocks to Texas Children's Museum. Remember, we are not government funded facility. So we love it when our parents show up like today and show out. That way, they get to enjoy everything and they get to take part. And families really love it when they can teach their children about giving back. And their children get to come out here and play with those items that they themselves donated. And I've had kids come through and go, I donated that, I gave that. And they watch other kids play with it and they get a grin on their face when they walk past. And it's a special thing for them to see. They made the other child happy. So yeah, please make sure that you give to Texas Children's Museum. And we right now, like I said, are looking to do, and we are in the middle of a capital campaign. So please make sure that you give to our capital campaign.
Yeah.
And once again, you can do that at Southside Bank in Cleveland, Texas. You can walk it right into the door, or at Southside Bank anywhere in Fort Worth or Dallas. You can say, I want to give to Texas Children's Museum in Rio Vista, Texas. It is a rural children's museum, and they can find it with no problem. They can look it up and put it right into the building fund account. So businesses, if you're not in Cleveland and you're in Cleveland, well, you're in Cleveland, Joshua, Burleson, Crowley, Covington, Fort Worth, Dallas, Arlington, anywhere in Texas or anywhere in the world you want to give, go to Southside Bank. Tell them you want to give to Texas Children's Museum in Rio Vista, Texas, a little rural children's museum that blesses so many families of Johnson County, Texas, and beyond. We appreciate every penny because we really want to have our own building. We really want to keep blessing the families in our area. And every dollar counts. I don't care if you send us $5, if we get, 50, let's say 500 people giving $5, it adds up.
Yeah.
So,
No,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, so I don't care if it's $5, I don't care if it's, $2 or a dollar, whatever. Give to Texas Children's Museum. Help us with our dream of purchasing our own building. And I have some exciting things coming soon, which I can't really share. All right, you guys, so keep up with us. We'll be back next Thursday
Or maybe
for,
Monday. If I can get everything working in time.
yeah, or maybe Monday. But definitely next Thursday,
Are we closed on
Friday,
Monday?
and Saturday.
Yep.
Yes. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday from 1 to 2. Join us here online at YouTube. And again, thank you, YouTube, for just helping us be able to reach the masses. This has been amazing. All right, and thank you to my sons for standing with me and helping me to get all this all set up. And thank you, Nathaniel, for the computers and the microphones and everything set up. He has been my go-to for that. All right, you guys, I bless all the families out there in Jesus' name. You guys